Hey guys, I'm gonna kind of whisper and apparently shake. It is like 1 in the morning. I'm upstairs in the guest, here's the guest bedroom. You guys could have like, is that a pumpkin? Oh my gosh, Augie totally did that. I was like, is that a pumpkin? Oh, there's outside. Okay, upstairs in the guest bedroom. My mom and dad are downstairs sleeping in our room because I fly out in 5 hours, so I am headed to bed. I'm kind of whispering because I'm next door to Linda, au pair from Colombia, who is leaving tomorrow. So she came on August 9th, so she'll have been here for like 5 weeks. Remember, we knew after 5 days that it probably wasn't going to work out for us to keep her. Not because she's not an awesomely kind, conscious human, but because she can't drive. Okay, so we knew after like 5 days. We told her at like week 1, right? We're like, Linda, this is just not gonna work. And she's just really sweet. And so she was like obviously really sad for 2 or 3 days. And then I started getting phone calls from cultural care, and they're like, okay, can she still stay at your house? Because, you know, it's called rematch, right? She's at rematch. And I was like, well, of course she can stay at our house, right? I was like, I've got extra bedrooms. She's certainly more than welcome to stay at our house, right? And then she rematched with, they have 2 weeks to rematch, you guys. They have 14 days to rematch. And if they don't rematch with a family within 14 days, they're sent back to their original country. Okay, so it's a little bit stressful time for them, right? So she's in rematch process. She finally matches with a family in San Francisco. She's really excited because she only has one family member in the US, and this person's in San Francisco. I'm gonna take a picture. This girl manifested this, right? When she knew she was in a rematch, she started like writing letters to the universe of what she wanted, and she said she wanted to rematch with a family in San Francisco that had one child. You guys, she's rematching with a family in San Francisco that has a 5-year-old daughter. So it's awesome for her. Okay, so I'm leaving in the morning, and I won't see her because, so let me back up. So then she messages me and she's like, okay, I rematched, but I'm not going to be able to leave until the 20th. The family doesn't need me till the 20th, which means she'd have to stay like an extra 2 weeks. And so she's like, cultural care says it's not appropriate that I ask you to stay for the extra 2 weeks. I was like, Linda, you can stay. It's no big deal, right? I mean, she's not really legally allowed to watch Augie, but they kind of play a little bit, and so poor thing's not doing much. Like, I mean, she can walk around my neighborhood, right? She Ubers occasionally to the mall, and like, if we've been looking at houses lately, she comes with. Or if we go to karate, I'm like, you know, Linda, you want to come with to karate? So we bring her with us, right? Or go to dinner with her. And so tonight, this is what I wanted to message about tonight. I was like, I came upstairs and I was like, okay, Linda, I'm leaving in the morning, and so I won't see you, you know. And she starts crying right away, and she's like, you guys are just such a kind family. And I mean, I could cry because she was so sweet, but she is so sweet too, you guys. Like, she's just conscious. She's 24 years old, and she was just talking about how we speak with Augie, and she says obviously she doesn't have a child, right? But like how my parents are so kind, and the way that Jason is with Augie, and that we allowed her to stay, and that we made her feel like she was part of the family, and we brought her to dinner, and we brought her boating, even though she was like not working for us, right? And you're not paying her, she's just living here and eating our food. Like, we'd go to the grocery store, and I was like, Linda, I mean, first of all, the girl weighs like 75 pounds. She's like tiny little thing, right? And so I'm like, Linda, just, you know, she picks up like rice, 3 cans of tuna, you guys, and hot like herbal tea. She's just very considerate. So I'm just like, she's so kind, and she's so considerate, and she's just universally conscious, right? And she was just complimenting us of like, she just kept saying, I want a nice kind family, I want a nice kind family. And I was like, is everybody not this kind? Right? And she's on these like cultural care Telegram and Facebook chat forums with these other families. She's like, no, they're horror stories, they're not all this kind, right? And I'm like, it is one of the things that we always talk to Augie about. Okay, first of all, he's 4, and when we have these like parent-teacher conferences, they're like, okay, so let's, now I love his school, right there, it's awesome, but like, okay, let's talk about his academics. I'm like, okay, whatever, academics, you know, I mean, I have a master's degree, you guys, and I'm like, whatever. There are people all over this planet, especially this day and age, that are entrepreneurs, right, and self-educated, right, and are doing just fine, and there's all kinds of PhDs that are struggling. Now, so I keep saying to these teachers, I'm like, I'm all about kindness and compassion and consideration and empathy, and I want Og to understand these are all humans, and everybody has a story, and we haven't walked in their shoes. And I mean, little Miss Linda comes from Colombia, strange family, strange country. She's here for 5 days. It doesn't work out, and she has to do it all over again. I was like, Linda, you're so brave. I don't know that I would have done this. I don't know that I would have gone to a strange country, lived with a strange family. It doesn't work out, and then you go to another strange family. So it was just been a really great experience for us, even though it's been really challenging to not have a nanny. Again, y'all haven't had a nanny since like March. That's why I have these lumps in my breast. But whatever, they're getting better. It's all good. They actually are getting better.